Hi, welcome to our weekly lives. We love doing these. I'm Leslie Logan with onlineflyclasses.com, and we do this once a week to answer the questions we get in your comments, in the comments below in our videos. So if you are an onlineflyclasses.com member, of course, you get to ask all the questions you want in our members only community, and you get to submit videos of yourself doing the exercises so we can give you corrections that are for your body. So as I give you today's video, which is 3 exercises to give you as a prep for Candlestick here on the Cadillac. Keep in mind that if you are wanting some eyes on you, maybe you've been doing these and you still can't get it, that's the place to be. It's onlineflyclasses.com. So first of all, Candlestick, just so we're on the same page, I'll do a demonstration. I have a ceiling, so if you have the onlineflyclasses.com flashcard deck, the Candlestick is this guy, this one right here, where I'm straight up and down, right? You can get this deck on our site and some other places. So all the exercises I'm going to show you are in this deck, so you can actually nerd out together. What you want to do, let's just do this. Let's do Candlestick real quick. I'll do the prep because of my ceiling, and then we'll talk about 3 exercises that will help you prepare your body for Candlestick. So you cannot do this without having a Cadillac. It doesn't work on a tower. You want to be in the middle of your Cadillac, and then you hold on to the bars. You don't, some people jump up. That is a momentum thing, and that's actually going to cause you to almost feel like you're going to fall down. So me having a ceiling here is actually a good cheat, but if the ceiling could just disappear after that, would be really great. So you want to pull the knees into your chest and flip upside down. And then you'd reach your legs up and your head down, you come into a straight line. Then you control the descent down, right? So ideally my legs would have gone straight up. So hopefully you saw like rolling like a ball was in there, right? Your double leg stretch on the mat was in there. Those are some mat exercises that'll be really amazing for you to be practicing. If you do rolling like a ball on the mat and you can't balance on your shoulders, it is going to be an issue for you to get to here. That being said, those 2 exercises, make sure you're doing them well, because the 3 I'm going to show you are advancements of that. So the first one is going to be rolling stomach massage. I love this one because it really does teach you how to pick your knees up into your chest. So you want to have your roll back bar underneath your knees, and then you want to have your arms into the poles, hands just higher than your shoulders, and then your heels really close to your seat. And then what a lot of people like to do is just kind of let the springs pick them up. But I want you to reach into your arms. This is like me having straight arms from the Candlestick. And I pull my knees into my chest. So here's that. This right here, if you can't do this without the springs doing all the work, then of course Candlestick's going to be hard. So right here, we come up. Then I have to hold it. See how my knees go to the ceiling? There's my Candlestick prep. If I didn't have a bar, I could just straighten my legs. And then I'm going to reach down and roll down. So again, it's pulling that shape up while keeping my arms straight, reaching for my back. And then you can, this is right here, that's the prep right there. So you can go both ways. You can land in the prep and then pull those knees in. That helps you with the descent of your Candlestick, so you can control, because it's not just about doing what looks good in a picture. It's also about being able to get in and out of it, right? So rolling stomach massage is going to be really great. The next one you're going to want to do is your leg springs in the air. So with leg springs in the air, an airplane, you again get to practice reaching those arms to straight from your back. And then you are going to lift your hips up and reach those legs out. And then you can pull all of that in. So all this right here is training me. How do I pull my knees into my chest from my center? So you can just do the frogs going in and out. And if that's going well, here we go. We can pick those knees up. So now we have no tension of the springs. That's why I like airplane as a prep for Candlestick, because after rolling stomach massage, you do lose the spring tension going to here. And then I go straight up, hello Candlestick. And then I have to control that descent and work that, drag the heels in, pick the shape up. I lose the spring tension to bring myself up into that Candlestick prep. And then I come up into Candlestick and I reach it down. Finally, another prep exercise is going to be these hanging pull-ups prep. So you would be off the front here on your Cadillac. And if you're shorter, I can reach the ground, so I can touch the ground. But if you are shorter, you have a box underneath your feet. And then you're just going to bend your elbows, pull your shoulders on your back, pull your shoulders on your back, hold that, and then hold yourself still as you bring your knees into your chest. And again, so if when you bring your knees into your chest, your shoulders come off your back like this, you're just not ready for candlestick yet. You'd want to work that arm back connection. And we have a whole workshop on that arm back connection and getting your hips up on onlinepilatesclasses.com. There's actually 2 workshops, one called bottoms up and one on the arm back connection. Those 2 combined are really going to help you, because candlestick, again, it's not a peak pose. It's not like you have to do this to pass go. But what is so fun about doing candlestick is there's like this actual like confidence, like this power that you feel when you are able to just lift yourself up overhead, right? You feel like a gymnast, you feel like a superhero. And so I'm often asked, like, who would I give this exercise to? Why would I do this exercise anyways? The point is not that we get to this exercise, but that we take the journey that gets us there. And there's no race to when you get to it. But I promise you, when you get a client to do even just getting the hips up overhead, even just this part right here, where they go like that, and they come down. It's really so much fun. I used to teach these NFL players, and like, these are people who've like done crazy things in the world of sports. And when they just did that part right there, there's this blood flow to the brain, there's this excitement, this dopamine, like, whoa, I just did this. So please don't eliminate this from your practice just because you don't think you're ready yet. Take the journey to get there. Work on your rolling like a ball. Work on your double leg stretch. Work on your reformer. And then make sure that rolling stomach massage, leg springs in the airplane, and those hanging pull-up preps are in your practice as often as possible. Candlestick will be right around the corner. I'm Leslie Logan. Please put your questions below if you would like me to answer them in our weekly lives. We are switching to Sunday mornings, Pacific time. And you can also nerd out on all of these exercises in our Cadillac Tower deck. By the way, just because it does Cadillac on there, a good 90% of these cards are available on the tower, on most towers. So, and it's very easy to see which ones those are. If you want to get my eyes on your form, make sure you go into the description, check out our amazing intro offer, use promo code YouTube, and join us at onlinepilatesclasses.com, where we do life better. Have an amazing day.